I never imagined the woman I loved most would become the one to destroy me in the cruelest way possible. When Emily, my wife, told me she was going to Vegas for her best friend's bachelorette party, I didn't think much of it. She was excited, full of energy, and assured me it was nothing but fun, dancing, and a little too much champagne. "It's just the girls," she said, her voice light, almost teasing. For 7 years of marriage, I trusted her completely. I believed in the vows we made, the late-night talks, and the promises whispered under blankets when the world felt far away. But what I didn't know is that those promises meant a lot more to me than they ever did to her. The first red flag appeared the very night she left. Emily usually texted me updates when she traveled. Pictures of the hotel, little jokes about her friends, or silly selfies. But this time, silence. Hours went by with nothing. I brushed it off, thinking she was busy having fun, caught up in the celebration. Still, the gnawing pit in my stomach refused to settle. The next morning, I got a message, but not from her. A buddy of mine who happened to be in Vegas for work sent me a photo. "Hey, man, I don't know how to tell you this, but is this Emily?" My heart sank when I opened the image. There she was, in the corner of a crowded bar, sitting too close to a man I'd never seen before. His hand rested on her thigh, and she didn't look uncomfortable. She looked like she belonged there. I wanted to deny it. Maybe it was innocent. Maybe I was overreacting. Maybe it was just the angle. But the truth doesn't hide for long. Later that night, my buddy called me again, his voice heavy. "You need to know the truth. I just saw her leave the bar with him. Together." That was the moment my entire world cracked. I booked a flight to Vegas the very next morning. I couldn't sit at home wondering. Couldn't let my mind destroy me with images of what might be happening. I had to know. And what I found, I wish I could erase from my memory forever. When I arrived at the hotel, my buddy gave me her room number. I stood in the hallway, my hand shaking, heart pounding so hard it felt like it might break free from my chest. I slid the key card into the lock. Yes, I still had access because I had booked the reservation for her with my account. The door clicked open. What I saw will haunt me for the rest of my life. Emily was there, but she wasn't alone. The man from the photo was in bed with her, their laughter filling the air like daggers stabbing me one by one. They didn't even hear me at first. I stood frozen, my entire body numb, until Emily finally turned her head. Her smile disappeared. She scrambled, pulling the sheets around herself, her mouth opening but no words coming out. I didn't yell. I didn't cry. I didn't throw anything. The kind of pain I felt doesn't explode. It burns silently, slowly, until nothing is left. I just looked at her and said, "I trusted you, and this is how you repay me." The man tried to speak, to explain, but I raised my hand to silence him. My eyes never left Emily's. In that moment, the woman I thought I knew ceased to exist. She wasn't my wife anymore. She wasn't my partner. She was just a stranger wearing her face. I walked out of that room, my suitcase still at the airport, my heart left shattered on the hotel floor. She called after me, her voice desperate, begging me to stay, to let her explain. But there's no explanation for betrayal that deep. On the flight back home, I stared at the empty seat beside me. That seat should have been hers. We should have grown old together, built the family we always dreamed about. But instead, she chose one night of reckless pleasure over everything we had built. When I landed, I blocked her number. No messages, no calls, no apologies could undo what I saw with my own eyes. The silence that followed wasn't easy, but it was necessary. Because sometimes the strongest thing you can do isn't fighting for someone. It's walking away when they've already chosen to leave you in every way that matters. Emily lost me that night in Vegas. And I lost a version of myself that believed love was unbreakable. But maybe that's a hidden gift in betrayal. It strips away illusions and forces you to see the truth, even when it hurts. And the truth is simple. I deserve someone who chooses me every day, not someone who forgets me the moment the music gets too loud and the drinks keep flowing. She gambled everything on that trip, and in the end, she lost it all.